I wanted to post this entire session because this is essentially the best raw deadlift session that I've ever had. So here is the last warm-up prior to the working sets, 495, and naturally before this I did 135, 225, 315, 365, 405, and 455. So here is 495 for one, so it went up fairly easily. And then I proceeded to do the working sets, and this is 505 for 9 singles, and it's actually going to show all the singles. So normally I would post, for example, the last single, but I believe each rep or each single was fairly good. So here's the first one. Again, very easy, compared to what I've pulled in the past. And you'll see on the second single that I lost some balance at the top, so that's why I had to drop it so quickly. But let's take a look here. So I'm setting my grip, coming down, knees out, right there. So I had to drop quickly because I was losing balance at the top. And this is the third single. And I want to add that I think my deadlifts are going so well is because I've been pushing the conventional deadlifts. So I kind of got away from the conventional pulling, I would say after, or actually shortly before the 573 pull that I did. So I believe I did some conventional pulling maybe once or twice or something like along those lines before the 573. And this is actually the fourth single, and I kind of rushed it. The hips were really high, so you see it's a little awkward when I was trying to pull that. But anyways, I was getting away from doing the conventional pulling. Number one, it's kind of a hassle and it's annoying to do, and again, they're difficult. So naturally you kind of want to avoid things that are awkward and difficult. But I've seen a nice plummet in my deadlift since I've been avoiding that. So I've been adding it hard this training cycle leading up to this raw meet, and it clearly shows in these pulls. So last week I did 495 for 10 singles, but that I would say those singles were sloppier, much sloppier than this week. So again, I think adding those conventional pulls. So for example, I would do like 315 for 5, or initially maybe I started at 315 for triples. Then naturally that went to sets of 5, and then increasing to 325, 335, 345, and right now I'm doing staggered sets. So after these sumo pulls, I did well, I was pressed for time because we were trying to eat Chipotle, but the sets I did after the ninth single with the conventional pulls were 315 by 5, and then I did a set after that 345 by 5, and then 355 by 5. So again, not that much volume after the sumo pulls, but I am doing them twice a week. So essentially, if you add those two volumes together, then I have a pretty decent workload for the week. So this is the last single for the sumo pulls with 505, and I held this for approximately 7 seconds. And you'll see at the top there's a pause, and if I was judging that, then I probably would not have thrown a red light. However, if I did that at the IPF Open World stage, for example IPF Open Worlds, then I might have gotten a red light for that. So tell me guys what you think. Anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next week.